Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back to Separatists Presents Rolling in the Netherdeep, and we are excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the lands of Wildmount and Ank'Harel in Marquette. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have...
Hey everybody, this is Bill Roper. I am playing Orgoth Skullcrusher, your half-orc, half-drow, all badass, unarmed battle master. And full house again. Woo, woo, woo.
Ooh, yeah, full
Yay!
house. Today's question is, what is your character's favorite plant?
Okay, Orgoth, favorite plant.
Oh yeah, I like this question because my mama is an herbalist and she uses a lot of different plants to help people like us in Jigao that can't really afford magical healing. And there's one herb that's called glissfoil, and it's like really good for cleaning wounds and preventing infections. And also, and this is like really important, it can be used to make a tonic that helps you if you have a hangover. So that's my favorite one.
Ooh.
Nice. Hi everyone. This is Jaiden playing Laphus Prismawing, your local reborn wizard of smut. And as for favorite plant, probably have to be very generic, and her favorite plant, which is different from her favorite flower, is nightshade.
Ooh,
Of course it is.
Of course it is, yes.
Hi people, it's Ross, and I'm excited to be here. I'm playing Wilvan Grandmane, the Ghostwise Halfling Bard. And my favorite plant, as most of you could probably guess, is I'd have to say tobacco. If you plant it right next to some sweetgrass, though, it really brings out a vanilla flavor that I just I love. But my clan, the plant yarrow, reminds me significantly of my clan. They would use it in ceremonies. They've believed it to improve psychic abilities, divination powers. They would do that at night sometimes. But so that reminds me of my family. But I have to say my favorite goes to tobacco.
Hi everyone, this is Jaime. I'm playing North Eladrin Rogue, and you know what? I was gonna say yarrow, not for the same reasons though.
Cool.
You know what? It helps with the digestive system.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have IBS, if you have cramps, and it does fight infection as well. So you know what? Yarrow's cool. But you know what's also cool? Chicory. It's a cute little blue flower, and it is super edible.
Nice. Maggie enjoys a good root vegetable like carrots and potatoes. It goes well. It helps fill the tummy and gives you lots of energy to fight. And Io, she loves seaweed, especially the seaweed forests off of the coast of Jigao.
I like that. That's a good choice. Seaweed.
Yeah. So, are we ready to dive in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Laphus already did that.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
Yeah. If everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Rolling in the Netherdeep, episode 32, Residuum et Causatum. I've been practicing that. Yeah, Latin, yes.
Very nice.
Good.
Last time, all hell broke loose. That's the recap right there. The Laphus got her leg back by crashing a ship into the embassy at the beginning of the party and then chasing a wizard down who met up with Walcott the Red, and Laphus killed her, took the leg back, and then Walcott teleported the body out of there. The rest of you helped the survivors. Not that anybody actually died, but the rest of you helped people get away from the destruction, and then went back to the Cool Flame to commiserate. And you met up with a certain disguised halfling who joined back up, and that gnome with the mustache is amazing. So because last week was really, really just awesome, I don't know if you have any inspiration, but all four of you take inspiration at the beginning of this episode.
Nice, I'm gonna put it with my other inspiration.
Use it! Don't forget to use it.
Look, I'm not forgetting. I want to keep it for something very important, so I keep it.
Okay. You're one of those video game players that has just like an
Yes.
inventory full of stuff and never
Oh,
uses
absolutely. I have 172 potions, 67 high potions.
Can you become over encumbered with inspiration? Like, how much does inspiration weigh
it.
on the
Right,
character?
exactly. So anyway, the evening kind of like at the cool flame, they put a placard in the window of the window of the door saying closed for private party, and you're all just commiserating and stuff. But first I'd like to cut to Laphus. And you were taken to with there's this gnome, very, very smartly dressed. She has multicolored hair, and she looks like she's kind of like dressed in a wonderful ball gown, but she's very short and kind of plump and really just like she walks around kind of like waddles a little bit when she walks, but she has a very serious look on her face, and she's escorted by two hand of ord guards who are escorting you to her nightclub in the Sigil district, called the Lollyho, and you see this big, like it's 3 stories, and it's actually the middle of the night on a Saturday night, and it is hopping and busy.
I'm gonna say, like, before we get there,
Mm-hmm.
Laphus just kind of stops and she looks at the Hand of Ord and just goes, if you want me to continue, just carry me. I'm tired. If you can't tell, I'm limping.
And they both look to the gnome, who, oh god, I don't have her name right in front of me. Her name is wrong direction.
Rahi?
Yeah.
Rahi.
Yeah.
Rahi?
Yes. Rarahi. That's her name. Rahi. Yes. And she kind of looks at the Hand of Ord and is like, "Ma'am, well, do as she says." And one of them picks you up and just like kind of like carries you baby style, because it's like a big human.
I was gonna say
bulky
it.
guy.
I'm gonna say no. Pick me up, princess style.
And holds you like prince, and just like carrying you through. And you just see Rarahi kind of just like doing this as she's walking along. You go into the nightclub, and there's like music loud, like magically like amplified, and boom, like deep bass bumps happening, and the floor is crowded with students from the universities, and there are 2 floors, like one main floor, lots of lights, colored lights coming in. There's a second floor balcony, and the Hand of Ord carries you toward this staircase going up toward the back, and you go all the way up to the 3rd floor and into this room that actually looks over the dance floor as people are like dancing.
How many people are like actually like rubbing their asses against each other?
Oh god, all of them. There's about 100 people in here currently. It's really crowded. And she takes you to this room. It kind of overlooks, and there's several chairs. There's actually a bartender behind. It's like a little private VIP room, but there's a bartender behind a bar. Rarahi like, put her down, and the Hand of Ord guard puts you down and like points at a table, and Rarahi, would you like something to drink?
No, I'm good.
And the bartender brings a very, like a silver goblet, pours some wine into it, and puts it in front of the gnome, and she sips on it, and she's like, so I never really got a straight answer out of you. Before you say you want to speak to our protector. He wants to know who you work for And if your people had anything to do with the crash at the Imperial Embassy today.
My people. What?
Your dragon friends.
Again, where are these friends that are dragons? People are saying that I'm working for people, and I've yet to see who they are.
You're the first dragon elf to come into Ank'Harel in decades, or so I've been told. You, and she's smiling the whole time, she says, you, in the past, whenever a dragon elf has come into the city, it has presaged an assault by a chromatic dragon. So who do you work for? Who are you leading to our city?
Oh man. Wow. I actually thought this was something important.
It is
No.
important. There was a skyship destroyed tonight.
Yeah, there was. Was I there?
Were you?
No. As I saw, I mean, I wasn't a part of that crash.
She kind of like nods at you and says, so you said you wanted to speak to Jamon?
Yeah, about something very important.
She kind of nods her head and says, very well, follow me. And she stands up and kind of hops off her chair and goes to a back room. And she actually like holds up something out of her pocket you can't see, holds it to a door, and you hear a clunk as the door unlocks magically. And she puts it back in her pocket, and the door opens up and into this dark room. And it's black curtains. There's no seats, but all you see is a mirror, round, like oval on the wall, gold inlaid with silver designs, like just not anything in particular. Like it's just like a nondescript pattern. It's like just kind of wavy silver inlaid into the gold around the mirror, and you see the mirror actually has a cloudy image over it. It's not giving you a reflection.
All right. What is it going to be, a two-way mirror thing where the other side is going to have him, and rather than, be here and talk to me person to person?
You will be able to talk to Jamon. That is
But
important.
will it actually be Jamon, or is it just, someone pretending to be him?
That is up to you to decide. And she closes the door and leaves you, and you hear a clunk as the door locks behind you. And suddenly the clouds kind of like, and you see Jamon Saord. He's actually lying there on like a pallet of pillows. He's kind of just relaxing. He's like on one elbow. He's got his feet tucked underneath. He's just wearing like long hair. They're wearing nondescript brown linen like pants and a vest, open vest, bare chest. And Laphus. That is your name?
I mean, that's what I say is my name.
He nods.
So nice shindig you got there. So happy that we got to meet, even though it's not person to person. So that means that you can't really see what I'm talking about.
What do you mean? I can see you perfectly right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure you can.
It is for your protection as well as mine.
Ooh, really? My protection? What, are you gonna stab me if you didn't get your way?
Why are you being so aggressive toward me?
Oh, I'm aggressive towards everyone. Don't act as if you're special.
I am special. However, you're special too. And sometimes you can get more with a little honey rather than daggers. It
True.
just gives
True.
me a little bit of your personality, a little hint into yourself. How can I help you?
It's more of, hey, can you guys stop assuming that I'm working for a fucking dragon?
You have the scent of a blue on you.
Yeah,
I
it's
know
in
what
my
they
blood.
I know what they smell like.
As I said, it's in my blood, at least forever ago. I did talk to one prior for like maybe 2 seconds, and then I fucked off.
What were the circumstances of this meeting?
He smelled me, came to me, wanted me to join his little clan of his. I said no.
What was his name?
Like I care what his name was.
And you
He
see
was
a
all the
pu-
way in. He's all the way in Wildmount.
Make an insight check. You like he gets a puzzled look on his face. Like a dragon elf who doesn't care about dragons.
Oh shit! Oh no! I was like, oh no, that's a pretty shit roll. But then I realized it's a T12.
That's one way to fail a check.
Yeah. Perception.
Insight.
Oh, insight. That is a 19.
He is. You threw him for a loop. He came into this kind of trying to figure out what you like, what you're trying to get out of this, and you're sort of not really giving him any information. You're kind of like being really casual, and he's like really confused, but he's very confused by you right now.
Listen, I'll let you know so you can tell your hand of Ord and your little I don't know, whoever the fuck that was behind me, Rahi.
Rah 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 rahi, she says through the door.
I'm so happy that people can hear us. This private conversation that I wanted.
Anything that she knows and she hears is trusted to me and me alone. She is one of my friends throughout the city.
Well, then you can let your Ord, and your friends that I serve myself, okay? I don't bow to no one. People fucking bow down to me.
So no dragon. No.
Absolutely no dragon.
He says, I have to ask this only because I just found out about it a few minutes ago. Did you have anything to do with the crash of the airship at the embassy?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
You were there.
I was there, yes. I heard that some zombies attacked the crew. Hence why I went down.
Yes.
And I was there because there was someone important in there that stole something from me. And if I remember correctly, you guys don't take kindly to stealing.
Thieves? No. The Hand of Ord is very harsh on thieves in the jewel. What did this person have of yours?
Something very important. Something that I can't really live without.
You're being very mysterious.
I mean, it's my business. Well, are you gonna tell me everything about, your fucking business?
He laughs when you say fucking. He's like, are you putting up such foul language to try to put up a front, to try to be powerful in front of me? Because it is working. You are You are quite intimidating little thing.
Look, if you really want to know, I am not gonna try anything against your city. Really. I don't give a rat's ass about this place to do anything about it.
That much is obvious.
But I do have some information that you may be interested in as to, you know, something that can be very dangerous to your city, its people specifically.
Yes. Go on.
Rudium.
The substance that the Allegiance of Allsight are researching currently?
Yeah. You know about it. You know that it's being brought up. You know that people are using it. Some people are experimenting on it.
Yes.
But you know about the side effects of prolonged use, right? The rashes that people have been growing out of their skin, the crystals,
He looks concerned.
tiny little blades of red crystals slowly killing them.
This has not been something that has been relayed to me by the researchers. I am quite concerned by this. I was told that the mages who used Rudium needed to exert a modicum of willpower to be able to exert put their force, to be able to use the Rudium in their experiments and their magical spell castings and such.
Yeah, but they didn't tell you about the stuff that they get from it, right? Because it's not just one person. I've seen it happen a couple of times now. At least the rashes of people who have been using it.
I have not.
I mean, from an associate of mine has told me, they told him, if you don't have a strong enough willpower, that's how you get the rashes and that's how you get sick. But this motherfucker is an asshole. He is a strong-willed asshole, but he's an asshole nonetheless. And he actually had a very large rash with crystals, and the last time I saw him, they were fucking jutting out of him. His body was gaunt. He was dying. And those crystals, a lot of necromantic energy coming out of them.
I can see that you're telling the truth in this matter. And this concerns me greatly. Where is this person?
I believe, if I remember correctly, he should still be in the Hairy Mongoose unless he decided to get up and get out. He kind of passed out after, I kind of sort of saved him a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
How did you save him? How did you...
I gave him a hug.
He looks really confused again. You're a strange one, Laphus.
Look,
if that
long
is your
story
name.
short, I have a magic in me that got the Rudium, I don't know if it's a curse or what, but it basically took him down to either A, it's going away, or B, it went back to stage 1, where it's just the little red rash. But it's gonna continue to grow. And it's not just happening to him, but people who have been using that stuff prolong. And with the stuff that I heard about with Prolix, people are stealing it. So who knows how many more people are getting that shit?
There is an underground criminal element that persists in my city. And he looks a little angry. And he's like, What do you propose? Do you have any solutions to this other than hugs?
I mean, you can stop them from bringing up more of that shit.
No, I will be speaking to the Allegiance of Allsight. That is very, very certain.
Well, you could speak to them. You could speak to basically anyone who's keeping in touch with the Rudium stuff, who have a lot of workers underneath them who are passing them out like candy.
How many people... Questions. I have questions. I will be speaking to my circle about this. You have brought this to my attention, and this is a danger to my city. I'd like you to make a persuasion check to kind of wrap this all up a little bit. Let's see.
Persuasion. That is a 19.
Okay. He says, if I wish to speak to you further, where might I find you?
Probably the Cool Flame.
He nods. I will be in touch. Is there... He thinks for a second and says, I will be in touch. This greatly concerns me, and as dismissive as you have been to me, I take this very seriously.
As you should. I mean, you have a bunch of people to take care of, and I know that feeling. I'd want my people to be taken care of too.
Oh, you have people of your own?
Not here.
Where are they? Where are you from?
Wildmount.
From the Empire?
I'm not associated with them. I live outside their borders.
You like to be mysterious, Laphus.
I try.
How am I to find out anything about you if I don't ask questions?
I mean, you can ask. I'm not gonna, tell the whole truth. Girls gotta have secrets.
Yes. Are you a ruler? Not of dragons or dragons who rule over you, but are you in charge of something? Let's put it that way.
I'm in charge of a great deal of people. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. And that's why I took back what someone stole from me, even if it went to that extreme.
They kind of nod and says, I can tell that about you. You, despite the glibness, you care a great deal. I will be in touch.
See you later.
And the mirror kind of clouds over, and the door clicks open. Rabrahi comes through and says, "Need a ride anywhere?"
No,
You're
it's
free
fine.
to go.
I'll just.
You're free to go.
I figured. I'll just walk back. I have someone waiting for me anyway.
Okay.
Just gonna walk out, limping, but I'm gonna pay no mind to any of them. I'm gonna see if I could see Irvin since I knew he was swallowing.
Okay. You go out the front and it's loud, and you see Irvin on the roof. He kind of you hear like a whistle, and you look up and you just see him, and he kind of points to a far corner of like an open air plaza a couple blocks away.
I head on that way. Yeah.
And he looks exhausted.
Sorry, hun. You okay?
I've been up for 48 hours straight looking.
Well,
Fell asleep once at the.
All right. Well, let's get a carriage. Get back to the mongoose. You go to bed. I'll look after Galsariad.
Okay. Going back to the party for a second as they travel. The party's winding down. North, the Satrak left the carriage outside, and like the lizards was that kind of out there, kind of getting a little anxious and stuff. But people have started kind of leaving. They have set up rooms, like basically all the spare rooms. They found places for everybody to sleep, so they can just stay here tonight.
Okay.
What do the three of you do as the party wraps up?
I think I will start by just going over to my mother and slipping the key to my second room in her hand.
Okay.
I know this is not your favorite kind of lodgings, but at least for tonight.
I am exhausted. I will fall asleep very quickly.
Can't believe I'm getting a second chance with you and it almost went to shit.
We'll have another party.
It's not about the party, it's about you.
She takes your hand.
I swear, if they find whoever did that, I might become a murderer.
You will not murder anyone on my behalf unless I ask you to. And she kind of winks at you.
Would you ask this of me then?
No. Get some rest.
I can't stop thinking about if you had been for some reason up there.
I wasn't. You can't think of the what ifs.
Well, tell that to my brain.
And she takes North in, just brings you in for another hug. You have to let it go. We will rebuild.
You know, I have a hard time with letting go.
I know. Gives you a kiss on the forehead.
Yeah,
Good night.
well,
Good night to you. And she goes up. Mitchell follows her. The kids have already long gone to bed. Wilvan and Orgoth, what are you doing?
Oh, so I snuck up this plate of food and some beers. Because Question went home because it was kind of, it was going to be like a really special night, and then, well, things got complicated. But I thought I would come up and because I know you don't want to go down there. I get that. So, but you're probably hungry. And here's a charcuterie plate. They said it was good.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had it. That just looks like.
I don't know what part. I don't know. I've never heard of a charcuterie. I don't know what kind of an animal that is, but it looks like it has a lot of meat on it.
Sounds like it's part of the animal I don't want to eat.
Oh, yeah, there's cheese too. That's what I mean.
Okay, and you'll pick at the cheese. We'll take a beer and we'll settle in. He says, I'm a little worried about this auction business. Aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to support North, kind of like I did to the party tonight. And she said that she has an invitation, and she was going to go in and see if she can buy the sword. That's the first thing. Mm-hmm. And then, so if she can do that, then everything's fine. But if not, I told her I would help her get the sword, because apparently it's really important.
Yeah. No, I agree there. We're just having a hard time not attending.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't want to try to sneak in, though, do you? You seemed like you didn't want to.
I don't see a way I could. Without an,
Well, but
without an invite?
if you had an invitation, well, North said she could probably make one.
Would you find that risky? You think something?
Yeah,
like
I think
this-
that's really risky. That's why I'm not going inside. I'm staying outside.
Mhm.
But we could do that. We could hang out outside. Just a couple of, hired mercenaries to protect our boss who went inside for the auction.
Mhm. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I'm just having a hard time letting go control, I guess.
Yeah. So what happened with that? You told us that you're working for a dragon now.
Oh, yeah. It goes back a long ways. In my clan that sporadically throughout history, this mark, and he'll show it on his wrist, will appear, and along with it comes a partner, and the one that's following me it's asking things of me that I think is going to put us in at risk. And
Can you just say no?
and Wilvan looks around
Make a
the
perception check.
room. Oh shit, that's 8.
Okay. The bird is looking at you very steely-eyed right now through its cage.
We're upstairs though, Ron.
Oh, you're upstairs.
We
I'm so
can't-
sorry.
Because
I'm
the
so
party's
sorry.
downstairs. We're upstairs.
That's right. Sorry.
My,
So
in
sorry.
my
fault.
room. Yeah, that's okay.
You see a raven at the windowsill, kind of staring through the window.
And Wilvan won't linger on it, but he'll just do the look around the room and look back to Orgoth, and it's just I'd rather be on its good side. Yeah.
Okay.
And
I understand that.
He kind of makes really, to use the same word, steely eye contact with Orgoth in that moment.
Okay.
I understand. Yeah. It's really hard. There's seems to be a lot of, I don't know, outside influences on all of us. And I get worried because I feel like we're stronger when we're together. But it also feels like sometimes these forces pull us apart, and we have to find a way to fight that, I think.
Well, fate brought us together originally. And I think you're right. It sounds like it's our lot to keep it that way. If something's pulling us apart, then those are the forces that we have. That's the lot that those are the cards we've drawn, so to speak. But I think you're right. I think we need to stay together best we can.
Yeah, it's been hard because I know that I mean I understand you had to go. It sounded like it was dangerous if you were here and you had to figure out what was happening with your family and this Mark and your new partner, boss. I don't know what to call them.
Wilvan shrugs.
But yeah, I mean it's been really weird. Everybody's been gone. Laphus was gone for a while and then came back and then felt a tingle before the party and then left again.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't kind of know what's happening there. And then I found a book. I got a book from a library that is supposed to, it might have information about some of the betrayer gods, because I've got this armor that's connected to Lolth, right? And I'm trying to learn more about it. And I wanted to open the book, and I asked North to help, but North wasn't too sure. And then they asked Laphus, if she could look at the book to see if it was magic, and Laphus said it was okay. And then I don't think North believed her. And then so I tried to open the book, and then the book kind of like blew up. And then I know Laphus laughed about it because she said it was a joke. It was for funsies, but it really hurt a lot. And I just don't know what's happening. And I always feel like you were the one that's been the best at holding us together. And like North has been trying so hard. Like they have done a really great job. But I think that like we all have to sit down and talk and figure out what's happening, because it's more than just one person's responsibility. It's not your responsibility. It's not North's responsibility or mine or Laphus. It's all of us deciding we have to do this thing together. And I just, I have come to think of you all in a very short amount of time as being very close and close friends. And I don't want that to go away. And we're here for a reason, where we were called here. And I'm worried we've lost sight of those things. And maybe we should all get together and drink and talk and figure this out.
Wilvan, he lets all of that happen. He doesn't, very much doesn't interrupt and lets him get it all out and says, I think it's really easy to see the road that we're on and us as part of that road, as one road. But we were all on a journey before we met each other. Our journeys will continue long after whatever this is. But if you think of us as four parallel roads that perhaps intersect, might go off, but they find their way, they're heading toward the same goal, yeah? That there are just more scenic routes than others. But as long as we end up going the same direction and we wait for those moments that we intersect, I think that's what keeps us going and keeps us on the right road. This business with your father or whatever it might be, the betrayer gods, that I want to go on that journey with you, and I will go as far as I can. But it's not my journey. Right?
Yeah. But I want to help you too, and I want to help Laphus, and I want to help North. And I know that people leave and then they come back. I understand that part. But I feel like I just feel like maybe our roads aren't going parallel anymore. And you can be at a crossroads and have to make a decision on which way you're going to end up going. And I just hope we're all ending up going to the same place.
Wilvan will lean forward and like slap his knee and say, "Me too, Orgoth. You're one of the good ones. Take care of yourself out here."
I don't know about that, but one thing you told me, and then we're going to drink after this, but you can tell someone by the company they keep. So I would say that means I might be a good one, because I think I have kept some very good company.
Wilvan will reach over and say, "Cheers to that," with his tankard.
Cheers.
North. There's a little tap, 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 tap at the front door. It's Satsrak.
Is the door locked?
It's locked, yeah.
I'm gonna get up. Step, step, step. Unlock the door. Look at him through the door.
Let's go.
Open it. It's time.
It's time. Get your friends. Let's go. Get your friend. Actually, he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know about
Yeah.
Wilvan. Get your friend.
Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong?
What's wrong? Whole fucking evening is what's gone wrong.
Hey, you're used to things blowing up in your face. Things blow up in my face all the time. You
That
just deal with it. You move
never
on to the next thing.
blew up at that point. Well, once. I did once. Just felt like it was happening again, so
Hey, I've got a bottle of whiskey in the carriage. I'm saving it for later.
saving it for later. Do you
Let's
think I look the part, or should I put an armor on?
What are you wearing right now again?
I'm still wearing my clothes from the evening.
What were you planning on going to the auction in? Are you planning on going? He's still wearing his outfit.
Oh, yep,
Yeah.
still in my full dress.
He's like,
With the belts, with the swords, with the garter belts,
Mhm.
with the daggers.
let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna go get.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna open the door. I'm just gonna go upstairs and go knock knock.
Mhm.
It's time.
Okay. We'll be right there.
Okay.
Wilvan looks at himself and he guess I better dress for the occasion. On their way out, we'll disguise self again.
Back to the gnome.
The way he does that is he like hums. He starts with a little like a hum, and it like warms. It starts from here, and the magic like spreads throughout his body, like starting at his throat.
Got it. Nice. I love it. Okay. Satsrat gets in the he's got it. He's going to use it. The open air carriage with the lizards attached to it.
Hey, Wilvan, what do you want me to call you? Right? You want me to use a code name?
Saluka.
Okay, got it. Hey, Sazrak, this is our friend Saluka. He's coming to, provide some extra outdoor security with me.
Nice. Where are you from, Sluka?
Wilvan like glances over at Orgoth and looks back. He's like very clearly a female. Gnome, the same one that from last night.
Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But like the story, he's like focused on the story that they're creating. And I've already forgotten what you asked me. What?
Where are you from, Saluka?
Here and there. Nowhere specific.
Everybody's a fucking mysterious motherfucker.
It's the best
all the
place
time.
to be from.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Satsrak?
Down the corner, around the corner.
Ah.
Yeah.
Around the corner, up your butt. Okay.
Get in. And you all get under the carriage, and he's like,
so what's your budget for tonight? Because
what's
if
my
I'm
budget?
Yeah.
I've got 1,500 gold.
1,500.
We
Okay.
can spend on it.
Okay, I was just wondering how many times I'm allowed to raise my hand before.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll give it to you when we get there. So, because I can't go in.
Take care of that.
Okay.
Do you absolutely want this sword?
We can throw it in the bottom of the lake. I don't care. My handlers would like that sword.
Are there any things that you've heard about the material it's made of?
I just know it's like magic. Pretty powerful shit.
You know how power corrupts?
Power always corrupts. Absolutely.
Oh, it does it physically this time.
Wonderful.
So, you know what?
Where do you hear this?
Little bird told me. Little bird growing shit out of their chest because of contact with it.
Well, let's see. let's get our hands on it first, and then we'll decide what to do with it.
Cool.
The carriage takes off. Lapis, you arrive at the harried mongoose, and Irvin kind of like nods off, like he's actually falling asleep, sitting up a little bit. At one point, he's just over on top of you, and the carriage pulls up, and you all pile out. He's like, sorry about that. Oh,
it's fine. Come on.
okay.
Just a few more, and then you can get to bed.
What happened in there? I'm sure you talked about this on the way over there, but he was probably asleep during most of it, so he didn't get a chance to ask as you're walking in.
Just got to talk to I guess the big wig of this place. Kind of told him the little situation about specifically what happened to Galsariad and seeing if they can do anything about that.
Now, hopefully the big wig like Jamon Bigwig?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting. You must have some pull to get an audience with him.
I think I just annoyed them.
Yes, you probably did annoy them. Yes. But you're good at it. You're really good at pushing buttons. You know that.
Yeah, I try.
He goes upstairs. There's Maggie is currently in the floor outside Galsariad's room. You don't see Dermot or Io. And they
hi, Maggie.
Hi. And she stands up and says, "Is it?" She's a little bit sleepy too because it's late, probably around 2 a.m. Says, "Is it somebody else's turn to watch now?"
I can watch. Irvin's gonna pass out as well.
Okay, I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, I'll see you in the morning, Maggie.
Maggie gets up and goes to her room. Irvin unlocks his door. It's right next toward the room that Galsariad. Actually, it was Maggie's room that Galsariad was in. Mm-hmm. So, and Irvin's room next door. And he reaches over, gives you a kiss on the cheek, and says, "If you need anything, wake me up. If anything happens, wake me up."
I will.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Good night. And he yawns, and you hear him go to sleep. And you hear him kind of like, after about 15 minutes, he's snoring, like, out. And then through the door, you hear him kind of mutter, like, "Good night." He's like muttering in his sleep. "Elise, good night. Tell the children I love them." And he falls back asleep.
Yeah.
Do you stay for the rest of the night guarding Galsariad?
Lapis hates kids, but she got a dad.
Yeah. I'll stay.
Okay. And
I'm just gonna make sure that Galsariad's still in there, I guess.
The key to the door. Actually, Maggie would have given you the key of the door. You peek in.
Yeah.
He's just in there, unconscious. He's been asleep for 48, almost over 2 days straight. He's just unconscious, sleeping.
Okay. I just gonna close the door, sit down, open the book, and just start reading fucking 50 Shades of Drow, and just not think about it for now. Just not think about it for now.
Okay. Think of the children. The carriage arrives in the river district, and you see it approaching. There's like this bakery, and I think some of you may have seen the bakery if you've spent any time. It's this bakery called Old Man Crux, Kruuk. And it's a there's kind of like walking horse paths. You had to park the carriage a ways away and then walk on the path. There is a canal going right next to it with trees, big trees kind of overhead, shading it. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's quite a bit of people outside the front of the bakery. And you see a sign over, it says Old Man Crux. And they're kind of just, you see, let me find it real quick. You see I turned the page. Sorry about that. There it is. You see 2 or 3 humans, savory looking sorts. You see a halfling woman, and you see a gnome woman. The halfling woman looks dressed like she's in a ball gown. And North and Orgoth actually make a history check. You may have seen her somewhere before.
Straight 10.
Okay.
That is a 6 for me.
North, you think you saw this dress. You didn't see her. Oh no.
Are we all moved?
Yes, give me a second.
Oh shoot.
Let's see.
Who am I?
Let's see. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. I think no, you go there. Okay.
Chaos!
We're back. Okay.
Bye-bye.
That was so quick. Bing, bing. The you've seen the back of this dress. Like you thought it maybe had been a child at the party, but she was like
Okay.
at the party.
She was there.
She was there. Yes. But you also see you don't see Dermot, but you see this beautiful woman.
There she is.
Io is like, she's got her hair kind of like, because she has like this long hair in the front, but she has it pulled back and kind of like intricately like braided into her hair, like real short, long, beautiful, like blue skin neck. She has this black dress that's basically slit up to her like waist, and there's like lace and straps, kind of this real strappy, and like it's showing off her hips, and she is there, and she's got a little mask, like a little lace mask on.
Okay, I'm going to look over at Satrak and I'm just going to tell him, well, this is your last chance to think about how many lockpicks there are on this. I'm going, I'll see you on the other side.
He reaches over and hands you a bag. It chinks a little bit. It's not like a bag, it's more like a leather purse that has like folds over. And I'm going to guess 15.
Try higher.
Are you serious? 25.
Try higher.
We'll have to count them.
Last chance.
30.
No. 27.
I don't believe it.
You'll have to check it. I am going to walk away straight for Io.
Okay. Io is sitting
Sneak
there.
up behind her.
Mm-hmm. Make a self check. Orgoth, what do you do? Actually, Orgoth, make a perception check. Wilvan, make a perception check.
24.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
10.
The canal. It's about maybe like 50 feet away from the bakery. You see, like it's not like a canal where it has like sloping like shoreline going down to the water. It's actually like brick, and like it's like straight up and down. So there's like a ledge. You look over, and you see Dermot's head kind of like peek over the edge and then duck back down. Wilvan, what did you roll, Orgoth?
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
I'm checking out I'm checking out the other guys with swords. obviously.
Got it. Yes.
Um, Wilvan would, as in his disguise, would tap Orgoth on probably the waist. He's a little taller than he usually is, and give a head nod, a silent head nod over to the canal where he saw Dermot.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, Dermot noticed you. He's like, you just see him gonna make eye contact with you for a second, and this drops back down.
24 for sneak.
24 for sneak. You get right up to Io.
Well, didn't know they let anybody in here.
She kind of like gasps a little bit. It's like, I didn't know you were going to be here.
Credentials?
And flips up a card with the three chains.
No, I don't want to see the card. I want to know the credentials.
I can't tell you that.
I'm curious like that.
You have to get it out of me. I'll never break.
How about show me yours, I show you mine?
Later.
I have plans later.
I'm
Cons, grand larceny.
All the usual crimes you're up to.
How big are we talking?
And suddenly, as she starts to reply, the door opens up, and you see this old man with a cane come up, and he's half orc. He's like, "Okay, let's go around the side, get this over with."
By the way, I am keeping a hand on that satchel.
At all times. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone is like that right now.
Yeah. He goes around to the back, and you notice that there's a path that goes around the building. You see a door next to the main door for the bakery. You see a door that's like just up and around to the side slightly, but he goes past that door to another pathway that goes around to the back of the building. You see that there's a tree that's been freshly kind of chopped down, and it's across the path, and it kind of like the way it's an old tree, so the boughs of the leaves kind of block a view from the main part of the city. It looks like it's been trying to staged, so it looked like it's naturally fallen, but it looks like it's trying to hide the entranceway. And you all go inside to this back room, and the room smells of decay. There are iron manacles bolted to the back wall. There are stains of various sorts on the floor. The room contains jugs of water, and you see actually like a table with some like loose, like cheap looking jewelry that's just kind of like scattered about. And there's like crates and everything in here. You see like this as the door's opening, as people are like showing their cards, their invitations, and letting them in. You get up to the front, north. It's like
I pull it out of one of my knife garters. Present it.
You're good to go. Inside. You have any
the
guards with you?
bodyguards. Yeah.
Stay outside. Outside.
All right.
No, can't come in.
Yeah, no problem.
When going in, can I kind of estimate the distance that would be between me and the people outside? I'm asking if they're within message range.
Yes, they would be. Depending on where they are, it is about...
It's 150 feet.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, to that fallen tree, it's about 40 feet to the door. And to the canal, it's about 100.
Sorry, 120.
Okay, so you're still good. So you go in. Io produces a card and goes inside, and you see she's got a little like purse. The gnome goes in, and you see like there's like 3 or 4 other humanoid looking people that are like various. They look very underworld types. Like they're wearing cloaks and capes and trying to hide their features. One guy has a like a long beard, scraggly beard. Other is like got an eye patch. And you hear Old Man Crook say, settle down. We need to get this over with so we can get it out of my possession. Kind of stinking up the place. My name's Old Man Crook. The front door, like the door to the front of the bakery part is open. And you look in and you see like the back counter of the bakery. And you just see all this moldy bread and dough that's just been left out. This is obviously just a front for something. And the it's like, so we all here. I'd like everybody to go around, say their names out loud so we all know who we're dealing with. If I don't like the looks of any of you, you'll be out and you will not get a chance to bid on this item.
Let me just pull something up real quick just so I make sure I have
And you hear
I need.
Io says her name is Alka. The gnome says, my name is Ashon. Now that she's speaking out loud, make a perception check. Nora.
Perception based on hearing.
Sight, actually.
Sight.
Yeah.
Thank God. Okay, 23.
23. You look, and she has like in her her outfit, she's got these red robes on, and you see this hat that's been kind of tucked into her belt, and it looks like the same kind of hat that what's her name from the Bazozan.
Oh yeah, Aloja.
It looks like the hat that Aloja wore that was part of the uniform.
So she's with the Vermilion Dream,
Yes,
probably.
Yeah. The another man says his name's Rusty Joel. Sullivan the Viper. The man with the eye patch. Just call me Emerson. And yeah, a skinny short man says, I'm Mason, a mumbler. I'm a mumbler. I said, what? Speak up. We can't hear you. Mason the mumbler. Mumbler. Fine, just shut up. So I'm going to start the bidding at 1,000 gold for this item, just so you know what you're dealing with, the kind of funds. If anybody does not have that kind of fund readily available, leave now. And one of the humans like looks into his pouch and he's like, ah. And he leaves. That's Rusty. You see Io kind of give you the glance worth. Wilvan and Orgoth, what are you doing? There's like a couple of other guards types out here, but
hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hey,
Yeah.
kind of boring business. Middle of the night.
Yeah, well,
stuff.
you
Got
take
stuff
the
to do.
jobs where you can get them, right?
Yeah, it's good paying, but yeah, I haven't seen you around, miss.
Not from here.
Yeah, that's all we all say.
Yeah, I'm gonna go train the serpent. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And Orgoth like walks over towards the canal.
Okay.
And like kind of turns his back, and he's looking down like he's gonna he's taking care of some business. And he's
Dermot.
looking for Dermot.
Yeah, Dermot's down there. Dermot's totally down there. Yeah.
And I'm like,
What are you doing down there, Dermot? What are you guys
I'm
doing?
her backup in case things go south.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you what. If we need help us, and if you need help, we'll help you. Does that sound good?
Of course, I've got your back. I've always had your back.
All right. Yeah, me. Same with you. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Don't look. I'm a little pea shy. Don't look.
My guy.
As Orgoth's over there, Wilvan will continue the conversation that he started. Who are you here to guard?
I'm with Ashan. just a night job. I think yeah, she's with the Vermilion Dream, I think. But she just hired me for the night.
Seems like it's a pretty big deal in there. They take it pretty seriously. I've never done an auction.
Yeah,
quite
I
like
think
this.
just between me and you, I think there's some people moving into the town, trying to take over some of the criminal business that's happening. Like I think they're using the different factions as kind of a cover, trying to like build up their organization.
So
I mean, you've
think
seen all these
there's-
cards with the chains on them, right?
I'm not sure I have.
Yeah. If who are you here for?
Oh, the good looking one in the black dress. That's my boss.
Oh,
Didn't catch their name. They're pretty mysterious like that.
yeah.
Something-
She's
East?
a looker. She's a
Yeah.
looker. Yeah.
Mhm.
I hear those people are good swimmers too.
Oh, I wouldn't generalize them like that. It really depends on the person.
Yeah. He kind of
Mhm.
nods and says, "Yeah, whatever." And he kind of gives you an eye, like he's trying to size you up a little bit. Or
Yeah, Wilvan is going for like an intimidation of like standing dead still,
Mhm.
you know, just
Yeah.
having a very calm conversation.
he's obviously not really caring that much, I think is the way to put it. Yeah. He got paid. He's gonna get paid some more later. So, okay. Orgoth, you finish.
Yeah. So, hey, do y'all go to the fights at the Bowl of Judgment? You guys would go there?
Yeah. One guy.
Hey, so in 2 weeks on Sunday, I'm competing on one of the.
Are you that
on one
guy?
of the-
Are you that guy
Well, I
who
don't
was on the?
I'm a guy. Yeah, that's me.
Orgoth.
Orgoth Skullcrusher. Very
Hey,
nice to meet you.
Nice to
He's
meet
very
you.
present.
Yeah.
Every time.
You're amazing. Didn't you
Oh
have?
no, I just I like what I do. What can I
Hey,
say?
weren't you helping out that all-site guy who got in trouble for stealing? I saw that in the paper too.
Oh, yeah, we helped that. It wasn't true. He wasn't doing it. It was some other really powerful mage that came into town that was trying to blame it on him. But it got sorted out. He's a good guy. That guy.
Are you a good guy?
Generally, unless I need to not be, and then you know how it is. Then you could become not a good guy.
Make a deception check.
I couldn't pull this off at 16.
Let's see, a deception check. Why, that would be a 15.
Okay, he kind of nods. He's like, "Yeah, you got to take these jobs. Good guy, bad guy. It all comes out a wash in the end."
Yeah, I mean, you're just here to, if something goes off, you're just here to be protection, right? There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. It's good you see that getting a. If you win a championship, you won't have to do these jobs anymore, right?
Really? I don't know. Really?
They'll hire you.
I just know I got to compete, and I got paid pretty good for the weekly.
The bowl will hire you if you become champion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just figured there was some kind of cool prize.
Yeah, they hire you. I think they give you like some money to live on and stuff. You get to teach classes and stuff and live there if you want.
I don't know if that sounds like it, but maybe like. But is that like the masked condor? Is he a
Yeah,
big guy?
he's under staff. Yeah,
Whoa. Have you seen that guy fight?
I did. He's pretty powerful. Yeah.
Oh.
And we're going to have to talk about it. I think Orgoth's now going to spend some time
Okay.
trying to
I'll get
delve
back to you
information
on
from this
that.
guy as to.
Yes. I'll give you go ahead and make a persuasion check for me, and we'll just get back with you later on what you find out.
That's great.
How's that sound? Okay.
Oh, that's a 24 on my
yeah.
persuasion.
Yes,
Hell
nice. Okay.
Heck
I'll
yeah.
write you up a nice little dossier on the mask condor. Okay. So inside, it comes to
Giving
you.
Io the same look she
Yeah.
gave me.
Yeah. Io's kind of keeping a little bit like, if you're on the left side of the room, she's on the right side of the room.
Oh, she knows what I'm about.
Yeah.
Good for her.
And Old Man Crook, kind of like after everybody introduces themselves, looks at you. Says, and you are?
Ivaran Lordrath. From Wildmount.
Ivaran, okay. Ivaran, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Last chance to pull out. I guess you want to see the merchandise before we start? Once I reveal the sword, cannot leave until the auction is over. The door does not open. And he goes over to the door and slams a bolt. like basically is barring the door. He goes into the room with the bakery, reaches into a lockbox, like actually clicks on it, pulls out this short sword. And the short sword has a like iron handle, iron hilt, but you see the blade is shot through with red veins. And as he like pulls it into the air, you see the veins kind of throb.
I will do my best to look unimpressed.
Okay. And I waves it through the air. Shoom. The bidding will start at 1,000 gold for this lovely, lovely item.
Okay, let's see if someone goes with a starting bid. Let's see if it goes up quickly.
Okay. The humans, Sullivan and Emerson, go back and forth and get it up to 1,500 gold.
Okay.
Sean seems to be kind of holding back. Io bids 1,600.
Don't have that, so I'm just gonna wait to see how it ends.
Okay. Bidding goes to like 1,700, and people are starting to kind of get a little antsy. Sean, the gnome, speaks up finally and says, 2,000 gold. And looks at the two people who are bidding against her. A loser's fee of 250 gold to each of you if you stop bidding right now.
We love someone who knows what they want.
Piss and money.
Just put it right into your pockets. And then they kind of like shut up. Okay, 2,000 gold.
Okay, I am going to. I'm gonna wait to see it end. I want it to be sold
Okay.
because I don't have that money on me at all.
Yeah. Going once, going twice, sold to the gnome. She's
Cast message to Wilvan,
yes.
and since it's in my head, he's gonna get the description of the person who acquired the sword and the name that I heard.
Okay.
And please pass a
shaman.
message along to our friends.
You see Io kind of like really eyeing the sword. Like she's like looking at the veins shot through the blade. And she's kind of a little nervous. Like you see her, like you don't have to make an insight check. She's nervous. Who was muted? I'm sorry. Did somebody say something?
It was me. I asked if I could respond.
Yes, you can respond.
You would just get understood back.
Cool.
Okay. He puts it back into the lockbox, closes it, hands it to Sean. Sean hands the money over. He counts it, every penny. Well, our auction is done for the evening. Sorry for those people who did not bring enough with them.
Wait, there was a full fucking list of items. What the heck?
Oh yeah, sorry. If there's
Sir?
anything else,
Something.
sorry, my fault. If there's anything else you wish to bid on, we will have these. He points to the trinkets that's on the table. This magical amulet, and he starts like listing off.
Dagger. There was a dagger.
Yeah, dagger. There's a dagger. You actually
'Cause
see
I-
a few pieces of like red crystal.
I know
Mixed
that
in there.
Sazerac also wanted like some items that he could resell.
Yeah.
And he sent me in there. I'm not gonna just
Mhm.
like. This is a tenuous alliance, so I'm gonna get him some of his money's worth.
Okay. I'm gonna skip through some of this.
Cool.
The bidding for the smaller stuff just kind of goes very quickly. People kind of know what they want and stay out of other people's way. The Viper buys all 3 of those red crystals that are on the table.
I am. What do they look like already?
They look like rudium.
Okay.
And
Gonna let them snort that rhythm. It's not my problem.
okay, and there's a few like a dagger that goes up, and the dagger has like a silver blade.
Does it look interesting at all, or is it just like a
It's just
cute
like
dagger?
it looks like a cute dagger, but it also he's claiming everything's magical, but you're not sure if it's real or not. So
It's magical. What does it do?
it allows you to strike harder and faster.
I would like to insight check this man.
Okay, make an insight check.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
That's a 7. So yeah, cool.
Okay.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, how much was it at?
It was at 400.
Not bad. Not bad. It can resell. So.
Okay. You bet on it?
Was there anything else well, I'm gonna ask you for a list,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you like what's interesting and what's
Let's
not.
do that. Let's do that because it's mostly a
But,
bunch
yeah.
of junk, and there's a few interesting things, but
Yeah, I don't want to just like get you to like
List.
go through a list and go like
Yeah.
yes, no, yes, no.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Let's do that
get that
later.
list. Yep.
Off camera. Okay. So the auction comes to an end. Quietly, Old Man Crook kind of like says, "Thank you guys, thank you, ladies, thank you, whoever. You did not kill each other. I do not have to clean up any blood like the last time. Thank you for keeping it clean. So get out of here." And he goes and unlocks the door. And outside, you see the door open.
Before they came out, Wilvan would have found an opening in the conversation once he gets the name Ashan
Mhm.
from North. The bodyguard that we're speaking to is Ashan's bodyguard,
Yes,
right? He
yes,
said that.
yes.
So Wilvan would take that opportunity at some point with a lull in the conversation.
Mhm.
He would, once Orgoth has him like, pretty loosey goosey with his like, his win at the
Yeah.
bowl and everything. Wilvan says, "Hey, my boss, she's got this big guy here, and honestly, I don't think she needs two. I could give you the rest of the night off. I could take some of your work off your hands. I could escort Ashan back to town if you're if you got better places to be. I'm sure you do." And with that is casting suggestion.
Is that a saving throw with that? I'm sure there is.
There is, yes.
Okay.
Wisdom.
It doesn't matter because it's a natural 1.
Oh, thank God.
Oh!
Okay.
All right. As long as he doesn't know what I'm doing, that's usually what happens to me in these situations. They're like, "Hey." All right. So that's Wilvan before anybody. That's like literally as soon as he finds a window, he would do that.
Okay. He's like, his eyes kind of like glaze over for a second. He's like, I've already gotten paid. I was only supposed to get 10 gold more. You give me the 10 gold. You cover that. You're going to get it back.
Wilvan will reach into his pocket and he'll give him an extra silver with it, and he'll
Okay.
say, "You're just helping me get my steps in today, man. Thank you."
I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. And he gets out of there, gets about a mile away, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
I think I'm gonna cast message again as this is ending.
Yeah.
But I also want to shout out that Ashan is with the Vermilion Dream, so if Satrak has anything to say about that.
Y'all make perception checks. Actually, Wilvan and Orgoth, make perception check.
9.
14.
Orgoth, you kind of look around. Like after you were talking, he's gone. Satrak's gone.
Ah, he ditched again.
Yep. Ashan comes out, and everybody else comes out of the door. You see Io kind of looking kind of perturbed and a little scared. You don't have to like make an insight check. He's like,
I'm gonna keep an eye on Ashan and just like turn to Io and go, "Are you okay?"
saw Golsari at the night earlier tonight.
You did?
Yeah,
Happened?
Laphus was there. He had, his entire chest was like, it was awful. He was dying.
Yeah, she did tell us about that.
Yeah, night before last. It was just, I think those red crystals that were, I think they were the same.
Yeah.
She's whispering that to you, so. But, yeah, I'm just upset, a little worried.
That you're seeing it like that.
Everybody comes out. Ashan goes over to, "Hey, where'd Billy go? Billy! It's not the time to take a piss."
Wilvan will let her look around for a hot second and then approach in his disguise, of course, and
Yeah.
say, "I'm so sorry. Ashan, is it?
It is Ashan. Who are
Your
you?
Your man was out here. He was rambling about some sort of obligation that he had to be at. To be honest with you, I think he's a bit of a coward. I think he just might have chosen the wrong one. He ran off. Do you need escort back to town? I'd be happy to lend my services."
Make a deception check.
18.
You got any friends with you?
I wouldn't call them friends. I came with him. It points at Orgoth. But I was just paid to. I believe he's escorting someone else that attended the event this evening.
Okay.
Feel free to say no. I'm simply. It's getting dark. I know you came here with some protection. I assume
getting
like
light. Actually, it's probably getting close to sun.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It is the middle of the night.
Yeah. I don't have much time to waste. Fine. If I swear, I'm just doing this because you're gnome. You're what?
And Wilvan puts a hand over his heart. He says, "We have to stick together."
If you cross me, I'll fucking cut your throat.
I don't know the meaning of the word. Puts his hand up.
Okay. Let's go.
And as he parts with them, he looks back at Orgoth and makes sure he makes eye contact with at least one of his party members.
Okay. North, you see Wilvan walking away with Ashan. What do you do?
Cool. Well, my date's fucked up again. I don't see him.
And you're getting close to like
I think he took off again.
Maybe he went to take a piss.
Wilvan, you went over to, there's like a walkway, and it comes to a bridge, kind of like a walking bridge across, and it gets over to a main street.
Is it the very high bridge?
What now?
We gotta keep up. We gotta keep up with them. We don't want to lose Wolf.
I'm gonna keep distance.
Are you
though,
going to be
since
how much of a distance are you going to keep?
I want to stay within message distance, so maybe 100 feet.
Okay.
Um,
And again, they're kind of like this area is kind of like remote, so you're kind of all headed the same direction to get back
Yeah.
to people.
I'm gonna wait for people to start to scatter. Oh,
Mhm. And once it gets to the bridge, Ashan and Wilvan start crossing it.
is it a very high bridge?
It's very high bridge. It's about 20 feet off the
Oh.
water.
Not that high.
Not that high, no. But it is like, because normally like the canals are only like 10 foot up. So this kind of, it rises, has an arch to it. The, you get to the middle of the bridge and this man appears over the edge of the bridge, shadowy, cloaked, has a whip, and grabs the lockbox out of her hands with the whip and pulls it to him. And the whip kind of glows and like magically pulls it to him, and he grabs it, and you see him jump into the water, and you see Satrak's face as he dives straight into the water.
Fucker.
Wilvan,
So,
as that's
yeah.
good.
Go ahead. We're going to go into a chase initiative, just so you
Okay.
know. But
Do you want us to roll that first?
let's roll that first. And actually, because you're separate groups, we're going to do this separately. Normally it's like one side goes and the other side goes. Okay. And the way a chase works is that there's like a distance. And you, if the moves are the same, then like there's no distance closed. But if you get close up to somebody, if you close the distance, you're able to do use a bonus attack to make one attack at disadvantage to try to stop them, to force them into combat, to get them out of the chase. So, what did you get? What did you get for initiatives?
19.
19 for North. Wilvan.
10.
10. Okay. And Orgoth.
12.
12. Same as Satrak. And you all see this going. You just see the splash into the water. And you see the cloak. He kind of like ditches the cloak. He's using it to kind of keep himself in the shadows. But as he like gets out of the cloak, Shumi just dives under the water. North, what do you do?
90 feet, baby.
90 feet. Phew, do you go? Because you're probably right at the edge of the bridge. Like probably about 20 feet away from the edge of the bridge. And
Okay,
he's
so
on
from the
other
edge of the
side.
bridge, he's on the other side.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
wide is that?
Probably 30. Like from where you're standing to the other side of the bridge, and then he's probably 30 feet onto the middle of the bridge where he was.
So I can make it.
I think you can make
Can
it.
I make it in 60? Or do I need my full 90?
I think you can make it to the top of the arch of the bridge where he was, and he's probably 10 feet away in the water.
Oh, I'm going like beeline after him. So if I need my 90 feet, I am in the water as well.
Okay, so if you do the thing like splash, fruit, and do you use your bonus action to do? Is that extra bonus action using?
Yeah, it's the full turn
Okay.
to just
Okay.
speed after him.
You wouldn't be able to attack.
No, I just want to keep in pace with him because I
Okay.
assume that I'm gonna be able to keep in pace later.
Okay. Wilvan. Actually, no, you rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Sorry. Orgoth.
Orgoth runs up to the middle of the bridge and then like looks over the side like,
I don't. Oh, turns around like, oh, what happened?
he's kind of trying to put up like a big physical visual block.
Yeah. Okay. Ashan is like, fuck. Wilvan. No, sorry. Did you
Sorry.
ever say your name? You never said your
I
name?
didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah. It's like,
Not to her.
get him. And she's pointing to the guy in the water.
Of course, I'm on it.
Okay. Let's see. So Wilvan, you go. Oh, Satrak actually. Satrak goes and he looks over at you, who's like right next to, kind of winks, and then
At
dives. No. Sorry, Satrak is next to North,
Hmm.
and like looks over in the
Just
water.
paddling
Yeah, and
together.
he dives under the water.
Oh, it's gonna be like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now it is a Wilvan's turn.
Wilvan would run ahead of Ashan on the bridge to make a display of him running after and yeah, because North is in the water and North is much faster than him. Like he's obviously like he's like they've got it under control. So once Satrak goes underwater and he looks back at Ashan and he kind of does like this, he like mirrors Orgoth almost, like, oh, he's fast. I can't swim like that. And he'll like kind of make a display of getting over the bridge and like slowly like descending into the water as if like he's not a swimmer.
Sean kind of turns on you and says, "Were you a distraction?
Whoa.
You did this to me."
Me? Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to. She's trying to yell at Wilvan, actually. So.
You were just yelling in this general direction. I didn't know you were talking to.
Wilvan stops his display and stands up on the bridge and he says, "Yeah, you should have chosen your bodyguards better."
Oh,
what?
Okay.
Orgoth is betrayed.
Okay, Ashan on a 1. She rolled like a natural 1. Ashan is going to cast a holds out her hand at you, and this crimson bolt whips out and hits you. Is going to try to hit you in the chest. That is a 12 to hit you. That misses, I believe.
It does miss, yes.
Okay. Kind of like the crimson blast hits the wood of the bridge, like the railing of the bridge, and like splinters fly everywhere. Top of the round, North.
He went under the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see him under the...
Are you going to go under the water to just look at him? It's dark, so it's even
I
darker.
have dark vision, mister.
Yeah, but it's also like your vision is limited, like natural vision.
Wait, let me check real quick, because I have an item. I have the eyes of the eagle. That, no, it's not clear visibility, though. Okay.
Okay. Make a perception check at disadvantage.
That would be negated by the eyes of the eagle. Perception at advantage when it is on sight.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 22.
22. You see him kind of like he's trying to get as deep as possible, which isn't too deep, but he's like swimming as fast as he can, and he has some sort of like he's moving very quickly, like very easily under the water.
How fast? How far is he?
He was able to swim 60 feet. Like
Shit,
he moved his swim speed. Like he hit
my whole fucking movement if I want to get to him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my whole fucking movement to get to him.
Okay.
Underwater, I'm just gonna give him the like the shrug and the what the fuck are you doing, but underwater.
Okay.
And I had to use a face step to do that.
Okay. Like shoot into the water. Like shoot. This little bloop. Y'all above here.
There's a bloop of like flame that extinguishes in the water.
Okay.
Does that do anything to him when you face step next to him?
It's summer is fire, so we're underwater.
It's kind of like it doesn't really do anything.
There's just a bit of spark.
Okay.
I do give him the what the fuck shrug.
And he continues like it's his turn, and he swims another 60 feet. And it's I think because it's dark and you're underwater, your distance is limited. So he's basically like the canal is straight, so it's not like he has much anywhere to go. But you see, he kind of goes like 30, 40 feet and goes like disappears into the blackness. And it is Orgoth's turn.
And I'm gonna like. So my back is to Esther, and I'm gonna like give a wink to Wilvan. I'm gonna like go, and then I'll look back like,
Let me take care of this punk for you.
and I like reach out to grab the little gnome.
Okay. Is this a grapple?
Yeah.
Okay. This will be interesting. Okay.
I'm trying to grab Wilvan just so
You're trying to
clear.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're
No, not
her.
so, no.
Okay. He's like,
Yeah, I look back to like the angry customer, and I'm like, oh,
I'll give you
This let me take care of this punk. They betrayed me.
I'll give you
Turns
300 gold if you break his neck right now.
I'm like, I turn back, I grab Wilvan, I'm like, and I like pick him up. I'm like,
Okay, get ready to play dead.
Do you let him?
and I just make a big show of like doing this.
You even like make a cracking noise with your mouth.
Yeah, I'm like,
Wilvan, you
and
play
then
on.
Yeah, Wilvan will just go limp.
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna throw his body over the side of the bridge.
Okay. And sploosh into the
Yeet.
water.
Yeet.
Okay. And you see her. Aren't you the champion of the Bowl of Judgment, at Orgoth?
Yeah, I am, and I'm really I don't know what happened there. I just got so angry because no one lies to me, and they said that I have never met them, and they played upon my good nature to tell me that like, oh, could you help me find a job? And I'm traveling here from out of town.
Well, come with me. I'll get you your money. Maybe we can figure out a way to get that sword back.
You know what? That was a free one. That was my reputation.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take your money.
Okay then. I like that even better. I like that. Okay, let's get that sword back.
Well, I gotta try to find my boss. I don't know where I got hired, and
I can't hire you away. You mean immediately did what I wanted you to.
Well, I didn't. Look, here's the thing. You wanted that gnome taken care
Okay,
of.
the distraction continues.
And I did.
Okay.
And I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically all he gets to is that we were on parallel roads,
Mm-hmm.
and we had the same destination, which is to take care of that guy. But now, unfortunately, I think we're at a crossroads and our paths are going different directions.
Okay.
While Orgoth has begun the distraction, Wilvan, he's been doing like the dead man's float, but like he's running out of air, so like he can hear, and he'll like
there's a current, so
yeah. Wilvan would if he can you touch the bottom?
Yeah, it's only about 10 feet. I mean, like it's not too
at its deepest.
Yeah.
Then Wilvan would find little rocks and whatever to try to like slyly get himself under the bridge and hold himself under the bridge to wait for Orgoth. Like the body was taken away on the current.
Yeah. Okay. So that's easy to do. You don't have to roll for anything.
Okay.
So back to north. What do you do north?
Yakety Sax is playing, and I am going after this man.
Okay.
So swimming is half speed, right?
Swimming is half speed. If you don't have a swim speed, it's half. It's
Okay,
like terrain.
so it is 30 feet plus an action to go another 30 feet, so that it is a total of 30.
Mm-hmm. And then you have to,
Can I face step on his back.
You move and make a perception check at disadvantage.
Which
'Cause-
is negated by perception.
Mhm.
By the eyes
By the
of the
eyes,
eagle
yeah,
that I
yeah.
absolutely thought I wouldn't need them. I absolutely fucking need them. Oh, not as good. That's a 7.
Okay.
I'm gonna go by instinct, like hope to get like maybe next to him.
Okay.
Considering swim
Just roll a
speeds.
straight 20. Let me just roll.
Oh, that's
straight
gonna be
20.
funny.
Yeah.
Dragon Heart, let's go. It's a straight 10.
Okay. This is what happens. You get up, and you see that he's veered to the side,
Like towards the
toward the
edge.
shore, the opposite shore,
Yeah.
and he's up. Like you kind of
Okay.
appear, and he's like up and out of the water.
Okay.
And then he like ducks back down.
Into the water?
Yeah, like he was above the water for a second,
Air.
and then came
Good.
back down. But he was up, there for probably a couple of 3 or 4 or 5 seconds.
Just like
Yeah, and then dived back down and kept swimming away.
Okay.
What do you do?
That's my whole turn again. I'm gonna speed.
Well, it's your turn. It's your turn now because we're going back and forth now. So that was his turn.
Okay.
Um,
Well, so now he's at my. He
He's
went
just-
away 60 feet again.
he went away
or-
60 feet. Yeah, he went 60 feet. Actually, went toward like more at an angle, and then went above the water. Like when you appeared, he was above the water.
Okay, so
And-
how far am I?
So now you're. He went 60 feet. Actually, no, he went 30 feet this turn. Yeah, he would have gone 30 feet this turn.
Okay, and I saw him pop out and go.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and is he sticking closer to the edge?
He is, yes, but mainly because he just ducked back down. He's right there. So
Okay. With 30 feet, I can make it with a face step.
okay, you get there.
And that means I still have my movement and action.
Mhm.
And this time I actually want to like monkey.
Okay, so this is what happens. You grab him, and he
Not
doesn't
in an aggressive way
right, it's not like-
necessarily, but
yeah,
just
exactly, yeah, yeah.
like fucking there.
You're on him, and you look. He's not holding the box,
Oh, fuckhead.
and he kind of smiles at you.
Can I just like give him a
Yeah, you can.
asshole?
Yeah,
Not to like be mad at him or anything, but I am low key angry.
okay.
And it is not a hit to damage, it is just fucker.
Okay.
That's a game that can be played for a long fucking time.
Okay. And he tries to push you off and get away.
Can I acrobatics this to stay on him?
Yes. You're at disadvantage because you're in the water.
Okay.
He is not.
That's still a 16.
Okay. He got a 22.
Fuck!
So he pushes you off and then swims 30 feet away. Because that was an action for him.
Okay. I no longer have any face steps.
Mm-hmm.
Am I close to the edge?
Yes.
Gonna get out of the water.
Okay.
Stay very close to it.
Make a perception check.
Yeah. Same roll. 14.
You look, and there's like this street right next to, like the canal kind of comes close to a busy street. And even in the middle of the night, there's like people and walking home from the bar and stuff. And there's you see about 15 different people and people going different directions.
Fuck. Okay. Lost him.
And you turn back and you just see Satrak.
I was looking at the water. I was looking for him, not for people
Oh, you,
necessarily.
so that
Yeah.
when you came up, that's what you saw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I came up just to be like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't swim that fast, so I'm gonna leg it on foot next to the river instead.
Okay. We're getting close to time, so I want to.
And if he has to like resurface to breathe, I'm gonna see that fucker.
Okay. He does not resurface.
There has to be a passageway underneath. Okay, then.
What, Wilvan and Orgoth, what do you do? Wilvan, you kind of see underneath the bridge, you see kind of what's happening.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Orgoth to be in the clear.
Yeah. You feel underneath you something go by fast. Phew! It kind of like makes the water kind of like bob you a little bit.
If I could, I would put myself under to try to see. I mean, with the best eyes I got.
You see, make a perception check.
15.
You see Satsrak swimming by very, very quickly, and he's got this pendant, like it's around his neck, and you see a little glint of red.
But is he carrying? Does he have a box?
He does not have a box, no.
But he's going the opposite direction whence he was.
Yes, and he's
coming back,
going super, super, super fast.
Yeah, Wilvan. I mean, he ain't keeping up with him. So he just clocks him and wants to identifies which direction he's going.
Yeah, he does not surface for air, and Orgoth, the lady Ashan, finally gets kind of like pissed and like leaves you.
Yeah, and I basically disengage quickly and as I can and go back to the side we were on, where we came up, and I'm like going down the shore like I'm looking for my boss until I'm out of. I can see that Deshaun is gone, and then I'll be like,
Wilvan, okay, coast is clear.
Woman will climb out of the water and back onto the bridge. And he says, I am almost certain I saw Satsrak go in this direction, but he didn't have the sword on him. Do you think he stashed it somewhere?
Yeah, either that or North got it.
I can't take that chance.
You see North running up along the side of the river, just soaking wet in their dress, and
Wilvan would take off running toward them. And did you get it?
Nope.
Son of a bitch. All right, well, where did you lose it?
He never surfaces. You look down the canal. He never comes up for air. He must have some sort of way to breathe underwater.
I am going to use my earring of message and just go, bitch! That was kind of hot.
No response.
But Wilvan said he saw Sazrak going that way, but Sazrak didn't have the box. So did he have
Stashed
the box
it?
when you were chasing him?
Stashed it, probably.
Did you lose him anywhere?
Did I? Yeah, I did lose him at a turn.
And we need to go there now.
Did he get out of the water or anything? Or
I'm gonna go around the point where he. Oh shit! He resurfaced at some point.
You go to that
Maybe
area.
He passed it off to someone.
You go to that area and you look and you just see like carriages going by slowly.
Footprints?
It's late at night, and actually people going to work. Actually, the next because it's late enough, people actually going to their early jobs.
Wilvan, as soon as they get there, I mean, he'd go as fast as his legs would carry him, which is not as fast as North's. And as soon as they get there, he would cast locate object.
Did you see the sword?
I am going to describe it in as much detail as I can.
Okay, make an Arcana check for me, Wilvan. I'm doing this by ear real quick, just so we can be fast. So,
13.
Okay, 13. You get it. Just a glint of it, a glimmer of it. What's the range on locate object?
Is it 1,000 feet?
1,000 feet.
You get a glimmer of it at range, and then it disappears.
He would run, like to try to keep the range. He would run toward that, whatever that tingle is.
Yeah, and you see a busy street.
Carriages.
Carriages.
a carriage.
Yeah,
And I lose it.
and you lose it.
He goes over to a building, closest building, and just pounds his fist against the wall. Fuck!
Yeah.
And he's mad.
That was my fault. We're gonna find it.
Do
We better.
just we only have 5 minutes, but I want to kind of use all these 5 minutes. Do you all go back to the Cool Flame the next morning? What are you gonna
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
do? Lapis, you wake up that morning.
Unless North is going to go check out
I want to
The,
keep an eye out.
the eclipse.
Okay. Lapis, you wake up. What do you do when you wake up? Well, actually, when you finish, Io comes in wearing a dress and is like, "My turn, I guess." Some shit went down at the auction.
Yeah, I mean, shit always goes down.
Yeah, apparently, Satrak, that Dragonborn, who I thought was with North, he kind of just stole the sword.
I'm sorry.
I mean, shady people bring in shady people, so it doesn't surprise me at all that he was shady.
Yeah. But it's my turn. I'm relieving you. Watch, okay?
All right. Have a good night.
Good night. And she sits down. Where do you go? What do you do? You go back to the Cool Flame? You can do whatever you want to do, but what do you want to do?
Wait, who?
Lapis, do you want to go back to the Cool Flame, or what do you want to do? Did I
I have a sneaky suspicion Lapis is frozen.
Oh yeah, that looks like it.
It's hard to tell.
I know. I took a minute.
It's really,
Pretty
really hard to
certain.
tell.
It is. It is not moving.
But North, do you go to the first eclipse? I assumed that's what you were going to go.
Yeah, but I assume he assumes that's where I'm gonna go. But I know where the secret room is.
She just sent me a message. Well,
There she
there
is.
she is. Okay.
Yay!
Okay.
It's like obviously it happened when it's my turn.
Can we go a couple minutes over just to catch us
yeah,
up?
yeah.
That's what you gotta do.
Lapis, where would you like to go?
I guess Cool Flame.
Okay.
I mean, she doesn't want to.
Yeah. Where do you want to go? I mean, what would you want to do?
Stay in the mongoose and fucking wait for Irvin.
Okay.
Also, I'm very much lagging, I think.
Okay. Your internet's probably messed up. So you open the door and look in on Irvin, who is completely passed out, unconscious, asleep, just exhausted from his being up for 2 days straight, and give him a worried look. And that's where we're going to stop. We'll pick it up here next time.
I like it.
Woo!
Sometimes we can end on like
A little
breath.
kind of, a breath.
Oh, I'm not
yes.
breathing.
Yeah. Sorry, those scenes were kind of like big and chunky, and it was like
No,
all Lapis at the beginning, and then all y'all at the end, and everything. And
We're the ones who split the party, man. We made the bed,
Yeah.
and that's how it goes. I think you're doing great.
Mhm.
oh, thank you
for
thank
all
you.
that work.
Oh, okay. And we've got a little betrayal happening. So.
Oh, I am sure
Hmm.
this is gonna go well.
I'm
Yeah.
so mad.
Is
I'm not. I am
there...
very excited.
Is there anything we need to talk about before we wrap it up? Well, let's go around and do a wrap up.
Hey, everybody, this is Bill, at Bill Roper on Twitter, which is the place to see what all the cool kids are doing, and Bill freaking Roper on Twitch and YouTube. I also play Cure Starfall, a young eager, and occasionally competent starship pilot in Shadowport Adventures Luck of the Draw, a Star Wars actual play on the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer Network. We're recording new sessions now, but you can check out the first half of season 1, where all the best VODs are displayed. And I've also been recording something very special with some amazing players and someone who is not the DM you'd expect for an upcoming special project that's really, I feel like everybody that's in that game, it is like a shared link to like our pasts as gamers. And it's gonna be a Severed Sons exclusive. So get ready for that. Whet that appetite.
I'd pay good rupees for that.
Not gonna lie, I cringe a little bit at that pun.
This is Jaiden playing Laphus. I hope you guys have fun. And you could don't find me on Twitter. All right, you can go ahead, Jaime.
we're lagging. So
That's
Jamie.
all right. I think I'm number 3. Folks, thanks for listening today. My name is Ross. Been playing Wilvan. You can find me on the socials at GriffRM. And our question at the beginning of the session today was, what's your favorite plant? And I immediately went to my bookshelf and got one of my favorite D&D supplement books, The Herbalist's Primer by Anna Urbanek. And it was a Kickstarter on Twitter, and I jumped at it because I garden and I like plants and I like D&D, and to combine them both is very exciting. And this book is fantastic. If you have a chance to get your hands on it, The Herbalist's Primer, Anna Urbanek. Shameless plug.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I've been playing North the Ladron Rogue. You can find me on the socials at Spirit and Cryptic, Twitter, Tumblr, Hive, blah 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 blah, the whole shebang. And you know what? Usually I plug the Patreon, but we got merch.
Yeah,
you do. That's
So,
a sexy mug.
You know what? And we got recently some favorite view stuff.
Hell yeah!
Did it come in? Oh.
It is not in yet, but I ordered a shirt.
Mine
so,
is in Arizona currently, so
I did not look where mine was, but it is coming shortly. So be sure to check the Severed Sons Twitter to find Linktree, and you're gonna find our merch here.
yes. And it's my turn. My name is Ron Murphy, and you can find me on Twitter at Ron88Keys RBDM. Please follow us on Twitter at Severed Sons D&D. You can find a rhyme of the Severed Sons Rhyme of the Frostmaiden podcast on any podcasting platform. Please share this with all your friends. We have a fantastic community on our Discord. Join Patreon for early access to episodes and a whole lot more. Thanks to Wizards of the Coast, Gang Critical Role, and all our listeners and our fans. Keep on rolling, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Roll like in post-screen.